July 4th, 2014, current time is 11:02 GMT. Jay Meisler here. Holiday in the US, so it's very thin and very quiet. I'm going to give you a quick look at some of the longer term levels that we're going to have to watch as this month goes on. Euro dollar, as suggested this week, had its top at 137. Now the range is 135 to 137, and probably we're going to have to test the lower end of that range. Here are your key levels to watch. In the monthly chart, you got this trend line that comes in around 134. It's around 134, 32 or so. It's also the 20-month moving average. We jump to the weekly. The weekly now, this trend line, and remember, when you do trend lines off weekly, monthly charts, you got to give it some leeway because it's not exact. It takes very little, because you have a big scale, to make it 20, 30, 40 points either side. But I'm using this one. Comes in around 134.86, and that's right within this key range of 134.75 to 135.03, being the low for June. That is your key area. That's the area you have to watch right in here. So we're only focusing on the downside here, but that's where the risk is shifting to. Now we go to the daily chart. Daily chart's obvious at 134.503 and 134.75. Same level. And below there is 132.94, just to let you know. On the upside, 136 is going to set the tone, as long as we're within 135 to 137. Now, there is another key level. The trend line was broken on Friday, so that's now out of the way. The 20-day moving average is 136.03, and the 200-day moving average is around 135.75, which is also a support level, and it's also 60 support level. If it looks closer on the 1 hour chart, you'll see it, but it's also the 61.8% of basically 135 to 137. So I'm just going to skip ahead to the 1 hour just to show you. It's right here, 135.75. So if you're looking for a level that's important in the days ahead, it's 135.75. It's got a cluster there, a chart point, the 200-day moving average, and 61.8%. 136 is going to set the tone. Risk is on the downside, especially if we stay below 136. Now, you've seen me do this before. Not all of you have taken advantage of it in this quiet market. And over the weekend, I suggest you read this. Race to the bottom or race to the top. It describes, it's my monthly newsletter, which you should subscribe to, and it will give you an idea of what you have to look for that's going to really turn the dollar higher. It describes the markets, the have and the have-nots, what's moving this market right now. It's more than technicals, and this is what you should look for. So I wrote this newsletter at the start of July, and I strongly suggest you read it. Just have to click on this link right here. Good luck, good trading, and we'll touch base actually next week.